And welcome back to Torvik's channel. I am Torvix. Let's learn together. And today we're big fans of Philly in the Philippines here. He's released a new video saying he was stranded in the Philippines. I'm concerned for Philly. I want him to be safe. I love the guy. So we're going to watch his video, see what happened, and hope for a positive outcome. Please, if you like the content, if you find it interesting, or if you dislike it, uh, give it a like, subscribe, make a comment, let me know how you feel about it. It is through your feedback that I get better. I released a short earlier today, and one of the comments was, I didn't ask. And so to you, young lady, I say thank you so much for your feedback. I will buy out, I'll work harder to give you content that you did ask for. So let me know what you guys want. I'm happy to work with you. We're all about working together here and learning together about the world. And right now, we're going to learn, man, what happened to Philly? Why was he stranded? Let's see what's going on.
All right, guys, get ready. I'm going to be riding bitch here. Check out his motorcycle. Check out his motorcycle.
I'm pretty sure Philly's a big car guy. Now, I'm not that big a car guy. I appreciate a beautiful vehicle, but I think Philly's really into it. So just giving you guys a heads up.
Ready? Here. This is what
No, he's not.
we're taking, right? Yeah, right. I ain't taking that.
Say, how does it get? I mean, you'd go quick, but you wouldn't last long, you know?
Imagine that. No seat. Here he is. Here's my man's bike. I am riding. I hope you have foot pegs for me. You got foot pegs? No foot pegs. Oh, man.
He'll be scraping sandals the whole way home, poor bloke.
I'm really riding hard here.
And as I always say, Asian 7-Eleven is 7-Eleven. All I'm going to say. If you know, you know.
All right. Let me see. Hang on. You got the weight, right? All right. Here we go. All right. Here we go. All right. Hey, my man.
Those are two very healthy young men sitting on one bike. But I've seen worse happen in the Philippines. I've seen entire families in the back of a tricycle, a mother and 4 kids just crammed in there, so doesn't surprise me. But there it goes.
Yeah.
But he's vaping. Oh, the boss is vaping as he drives. I love it. I absolutely love it. That's a solid vape.
I am riding, bitch.
Philly's been in the game a long time. I've got a lot of respect for Philly in the Philippines. Um, give him a sub. I will link his details in the channel down below in the description if you want to send Philly some love. But he's been in the game a long time. He's been all around the Philippines, and he knows the place back to front. So when he says he's stranded, oh, that looks good. Look at that. Gorgeous. Absolutely. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely.
Oh, God.
Now, I will say this. I don't know if he's doing his own editing, if he's got a local Kuya out there doing the editing for him. But whoever edits your videos, brother, doing a very good job. Credit to them. That's good work.
You heard that song. Smoke on the water, right? Smoke on the water. Well, guys, we are dead on the water.
Oh, that's never good. By the way, there's apparently a great mutton masala shop over there in the Mother India. I believe it's in Angeles City. So giving you guys a heads up, yeah. If you need some mutton masala, Mother India's got you covered, okay? I'm giving you a heads up.
What do I mean? Old Mad Max is dead in the water. I rode it up here to Tequila Reef and ran fine. Turned the key to go on it, and it's dead in the water. I'm blaming him right there. Blaming him. All right. Anyways, that gives me something to do. It gives me somewhere to walk to. It's your fault. It's your
Okay.
fault, right? My motorcycle won't start. It's your fault. Go. All right, let the walk begin. Decided which road I want to walk down.
I love the laundries in the Philippines. It's so quick, it's so efficient, and relatively cheap. You wouldn't even You would never think of taking your laundry to a laundry store here in Sydney unless you're like desperate or it's particularly putrid. You know what I mean? Like you need industrial solvent for it. Um, you would always find another solution. But in the Philippines, I get all my clothes laundered when I'm there. I don't even look at a washing machine. I'm happy to pay it. Whatever they charge, it's usually very cheap and B, very well done. So no problems for me.
Figured I'd take a walk down. Let me show you where we're at here. There's your swish.
That's good gimbal action. Whatever gimbal he's using is very high quality, I must say. He's been in the game a long time, Philly. He knows what he's doing.
Chalet directly in front of us. We're just gonna walk down this road. I haven't walked down this road in a little bit. See if anything has changed. Pacific breeze.
And that block of units up there. That's very nice. Oh, not what I expected. Very nice. Very well maintained, you can tell. Very good.
Is open for your.
I would love to have that one right there. If I was to rent an apartment for a couple of days or weeks, that would be fun. Wake up in the morning, get the sunshine, you walk out, you stretch, you get the beautiful Philippine sun just basking you. Oh, mate, it'd be fantastic.
Sleeping, your sleeping pleasure, your sleeping place to spend your days and nights here in the city. They're open, right? Pacific Breeze open, right? Yeah. Both sides, both buildings. Just this one only. All right, Kuya, thank you.
Salamat, Kuya.
I think I remember them reopening. Pacific Breeze, another nice one to stay at. Along with,
I love this. This to me is typical Asia. A lot of foreigners hate it, but for me, this is what Asia is to me. It's these laneways with these lush plants growing out of nowhere, the hectic traffic, the chaos, the randomness of it. You've got a restaurant here next to an industrial building, next to a hotel, next to spa, next to, it's just what I love about Asia. It's just, for the mismatched concrete, love it.
Scorebirds here on the left-hand side. Scorebird still does have their monthly swimming competition, their swimsuit competition.
Monthly swimsuit competition. I mean, that would be a heated competition, I'm sure. Well, that would be, I mean, it's clever, it's novel, they're not silly. That's one way to get customers in.
So yeah, every third Sunday, we'll read the sign here. We shall read the sign right here. Swimsuit competition and cultural show.
Well, so it's not it's a cultural show. Swimsuit competition and cultural show. Of course, yeah, fair enough.
Every third Sunday of the month, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. So
I think it's 10,000 pairs of cash to be won. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Hello. Here's a beauty spa massage parlor, right? Massage. China.
Yes, sir. Welcome to Jollibee.
Welcome to Jollibee.
And then take massage later.
Say what?
Love first and then take massage later.
Oh, okay. Thank you, ladies.
First love, then massage. I ain't saying nothing. I'm not getting involved in that. I'm just saying that's what they said.
So yeah, Scorebirds. They have a really nice pool in there also. From my understanding,
Looks very well maintained, I must say. Looks very well maintained.
you can go in there and spend the day in there and use their pool. They might charge you a fee, but from my understanding, you can. Correct me if I'm wrong. Guys, this is another street at night. I will recommend that you do not walk it.
You know what I mean? Philly's been in the game a long time. He knows. He knows where to go, where not to go, when to avoid, when not to avoid. This is the kind of street smarts that we watch these videos for, that we learn from, that we adapt from. I mean,
Just wouldn't. It's up to you. Take the chance. But then when I read about you getting robbed, good morning. Nice tattoos. Nice tattoos, man. I like it, huh? So yeah, when you do get
Bunny.
you know, when I do hear about you getting, robbed, good morning, and taken for
Stabbed.
your money,
You get robbed or stabbed or, all those stories you hear about silly foreigners, silly young American boys or older American men that unfortunately make the wrong call or a bit, bit bravo, a bit macho, and it all falls apart. I don't want that to happen to you. Please, if you go anywhere outside your hometown, let alone a foreign country, always be careful. Always be careful. Like I've said many times before, the Philippine people are some of the friendliest people in the world. I've never had an issue, but always use your common sense. If you wouldn't go to a rough part of town where you're from, then you should go to a rough part of town where you're visiting, Just saying.
I'll say I told you so. This is the back end of morning. This is the back end of Fields Plaza Hotel.
Very good advertising. Is your room anything like this? It's like
That's
making a
the
question like,
back entrance. So if you want to sneak in the back entrance, there it is. I was just thinking also, when you do have issues here with motorcycles and cars not starting, they have AAA here. Is there somebody you can call? Hey, come jump me, come tow away my bike, come pick it up, come get my car. If they do exist here, I don't know anything about
Bless
it.
you.
Back in the States, you can always, hey, all right. You can always contact AAA and say, hey.
In Australia, we have like NRMA and stuff like that. So I know what he means.
Come jump me or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But does it exist here? The only tow trucks I always see are tow trucks from, say, the barangay. Or not barangay, your LTO.
Yeah, guys, unlicensed vehicles, stuff like that. Yeah, Land Transportation Office, I believe LTO stands for. So yeah,
That's the only ones I've ever seen. We are going to, thank God I got somebody that I can rely on here in the city when I have issues with my motorbike. Somebody that is a good, trusted, quality mechanic.
famous Philippine jeepney. Look at that. I've heard there's some strong debate in the Philippines whether they want to phase them out or modernize them. There's a big debate because of the smoke and there being more efficient ways and all that kind of stuff. So it's a big controversy. I'm not going to wade into it, but I will say it's quite a famous, cost-effective measure of transport for many Filipinos. Incomes are, of course, quite low down there. So, the jeepneys are cheap. I wouldn't say quick, but it's a cheap, efficient in comparison to the alternative method of transport. But yeah, it's a big issue there. I plan to make a video about it in the future, but it's interesting.
Because they're hard to find. Yeah, everybody works on everything. Everybody fixes everything, right? But to find the right person, it can be challenging. Oh,
Arena Street, magkano?
that is a one horsepower jeepney. See that? 1 horsepower. Figured I'd share that with you. Let me get across here quick. Sullivan's Irish Pub on the left-hand side. Irish Pub. Got a skeleton in there. Got a skeleton up there too, huh?
I love the creativity. I love that there's an Irish pub in the middle of Angeles City in the Philippines, obviously playing to the foreigner market, to the expat market, to the tourist market. And they kind of played with it. I think it's fantastic. Obviously, they were or are celebrating Oktoberfest, and fantastic.
All right, so I am almost at my place. Place is called Top Gear. I've done a video on it before. There's MacArthur Highway right here. Going that way takes you to Center City, Angeles City. Going the other way takes you into Daewoo. Here's your casino. Here's your 7-Eleven. He is back here on the left-hand side. Top Gear The Flamingo Hotel is down here. But this guy, I highly recommend this guy. If you got a NMAX Yamaha, this guy does excellent work with Yamaha. All right, guys, get ready. I'm going to be riding bitch here. Check out his motorcycle.
I will also point out that I'm just pronouncing it Lumiere. They're like a cash place. You send money abroad. It's like also a pawn shop. So if you want to send money to your family overseas or receive, most commonly, if you've got foreign family that's sending you money home to pay your bills and stuff, that's where it's a very common, very popular chain, similar to Western Union, and it's quite popular in the Philippines, owned by a very prestigious family in the Visayas, I think. They're very good. I've used them before in the past, and I've found them to be very, very nice. Very, very good service. Very efficient.
Check out his motorcycle. You ready? Here, this is what we're taking, right? Yeah, right. I ain't taking that. Imagine that, no seat. Here he is. Here's my man's bike. I am riding. I hope you have foot pegs for me. You got foot pegs? No foot pegs. Oh man, I'm really riding hard here. All right. Let me see. Hang on. Let me. You got the weight, right? All right. Here we go. All right. Here we go. All right. Hey, my man. Boy, I got a cramp in my leg.
So it's weaving through traffic. He's got a heavy, but he's got a foreigner at the back. I can hear the engine of him like struggling. Found time to hit the vape, that industrial size vape.
Yeah, I am riding, bitch. All right, we arrived in one piece. Yeah, he's pulling the battery right now. We're thinking battery. Like I won't ride this bike for weeks at a time, but it's always.
My dad told me a long time ago that if you don't turn a car once a month or once every fortnight or so, you really do damage to the battery. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. I take him at his word. I'm not a car person. But if he only rides it once every while, then the battery's probably, yeah. But how could you know? And that's a beautiful bike. Like, realistically, it happened to the best of us. And it definitely happened to me because I know nothing about bikes.
Started. And I guess today's my lucky day where today's the day it finally took a crap on me. That's the original battery. I never replaced that battery. That's originally from the factory and everything. So 2019, 4 years for a battery. That's pretty good though, isn't it? 4 years for a battery?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a long time, I have to say. Like, if you're using it, even every couple of weeks, for 4 years, that's still very good long life. And that bike doesn't consume like enormous amount of power. So I think it did well. They're not cheap car batteries. We forget they're not cheap piece of equipment because we don't spend that much in them until we need it. Once it's flat or it's dead, that's when we're like, oh wow, they're not cheap. So yeah, I agree with him. Good value.
So I'm happy it got me 4 years.
It's a long time.
It's a
problema niya yung battery
long
niya.
time, yeah.
Oh, boss. Okay. Walang iya.
Didn't know the battery was under there. I do now.
I would have no idea where a battery is in anything. Unless it's a remote control for a TV, I have no idea where the battery is. I'm sorry.
So with his magic touch, we'll get it going. Oh my God! Oh, now we're going to the shop so we can put a good battery in there and get this thing. That was it, battery. Fire right up. All right.
Battery problem.
Over to the shop we go. Thank you, my man. All right. Made it back to the shop. Like I said, these guys, I recommend them highly. I know I've had people come down here off of my recommendation. New battery, 19. Straight 19, he's giving it to me.
Good value. Very, good value.
Put the conversion down below. This is another Yamaha. So yes, you're going to pay for the brand name. But here I learned, you go with these off brands and stuff, you'll have problems down the road.
Yeah. You get what you pay for. If you're paying for the cheap, I mean, generally, maybe a Chinese brand or an Indian brand, or even like those cheaper Korean brand batteries, you're going to get what you pay for. Like anything. If you're paying something that's really, really cheap, you've got to question why it's so cheap. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to raise that. I agree with him. When it comes to car maintenance, I don't know much. I keep saying it, but like with petrol you put in your car, people just put the cheapest possible petrol in their car, not realizing that they should alternate once in a while, once every couple of weeks, just to clean the engine out you know, what I mean, that kind of thing. Get that high quality petrol in there once in a while. It costs more, but it's cheaper than having significant engine issues in the future. So it's pros and cons. You've got to do what's best for your budget. Do your own research, of course. But yeah, with petrol, I do that. I put more. I have so many times, so many intervals of cheaper petrol, and then like stock standard petrol, and then I'll have an interval of a more expensive petrol. So yeah, yeah,
Like I said, 4 years on a Yamaha battery from the factory, that's pretty damn good. So I don't mind spending the 1.9. And where else can you get a mechanic? I'm sure if you have connections, you get guys to come out, check it out, and diagnose the problem. Thank God it was only the battery. That's what I was thinking the whole time. So anyways, here he is. He's installing the new battery. And once it's installed, I gotta head up the ATM machine so I can pay the man. So what a fun-filled morning. Never a dull moment, right? You never know what you're going to run into. You always wake up and expect the unexpected, right? That's just the way it rolls here in the Philippines. You deal with the unexpected and go from there. So thank God it wasn't an all-day event.
yeah.
Which it can be. So all right, guys, we'll talk to you later.
All right. Well, Philly's leaving us there, so I will also leave us there. I want to thank Philly for another fantastic video. I'm glad Stranded was not as serious as I thought it was going to be. I will put his details in the description below. Go send Philly some love if you're interested in Philippine content. I'm a big fan of Philippine content, so as you can see, I'm already sub. Thank you again, Philly. Thank you all. And I will see you guys in the next one.